right?
Honestly,
the point of having.
Honestly, he
honestly,
could say Zerx, he could say Dren, he could say
No, he can't, because they're on live side.
no, low-key, thinking about it, I don't think he'd have Margram tank it. He would have Katya throw on his shield and taunt it.
No,
Like, realistically,
maybe if Margram wasn't using Rio, because he's using Rio, but if he was using a proper thing like Slayer's Crest, then he could easily tank it.
Why does Margram have Slayer's Crest?
Because he only needed 2 things out of Nax, and then after he got him, he was just sitting there, and then he's like, oh, look, like a piece of candy, and then he took it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like, he uses Slayer's Crest for patchwork.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like he's not a tank.
Makes sense.
No, sorry, not patchwork. No, what was it again? Where did I see him DPSing?
Agreed, Cosmic.
He is a tank, though.
He's a situational utility druid.
Ned, he is marked as a tank for Thaddeus, for Grobulus, for Noth, for Hagen.
You say Grobulus? No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's marked as a tank.
He's not marked as a tank for Grobulus. The only one is Ted. Not Noth. Dren and Ted are the only ones marked as a tank.
No, Margram's always marked as a tank.
Go look at the logs.
Look at the VOD.
Look at the logs.
That's what we're saying, Nad. You're literally only looking at the data. You're not taking context into account.
I don't need context when the data's all right here.
Logs thinks I'm a fucking resto shaman when I'm DPSing.
That's not true. Half of these kills I see, it says you're DPSing.
Banana heals.
Like Gothic, it says you were DPSing. Hagen, it says you were DPSing. Let's see, what else? Patrick, it says you were healing because I assume you were healing. Let's see. Grobulus, it says you were DPSing. Gluth, DPSing. It's not wrong at all.
It's taking the predominant source of what I'm doing into account. So when Margram is sitting in bear form and using bear abilities.
Taunting though.
Yeah, the log will call him a tank, and that's all you're basing it off of. We're taking the context of the fight into account here.
Yes.
You guys are legit just like wrong.
If you were a data analyst and you were ignoring all this context, you'd be sorely fired or something.
I don't think I would be.
Look at the VOD.
I mean, what evidence do you have?
Nad, I'm gonna sit in front of the caster group and I'm gonna be picking up all the ads first. I don't have to taunt to tank it.
Yeah, Sciencer's gonna be a tank come end of the night.
That's not true because you're gonna die before the end of the night happens.
No, I won't.
You're not playing a tank class.
Doesn't matter. I can still tank as a non-tank.
Actually, Sciencer, you know what? Logs is never gonna mark you as the tank, so you're just not gonna win it. I'm sorry. Nad only goes off the logs.
There's literally.
Ned, by that logic, you never tanked Twin Eps for 20 seconds. That never happened on your road.
I evasion tank. That's not the same thing.
That's not the same thing. How is that not the same thing?
I wasn't marked as a tank, yeah, because I wasn't supposed to be tanking.
But you situationally did tank.
That's not the same thing at all.
Yes, it is. That's the exact same thing that we're talking about here. Yes, it is. You happen to have aggro. You happen to tank something for a small period of time. Does that mean you're a tank? No, you're a DPS. You just happen to tank it. That's exactly what's happening on Gothic. Margram is predominantly DPSing.
And like I said before, if the situation arose where we needed spot heals in a panic, Margram would shift out of bear form and start healing people.
Yes, exactly. And that's happened on many times, or on many bosses. The most notable one is Lothep. He DPSs on Lothep all the time. But guess what? He also needs to oh shit heal Tad every minute.
That's because he has a healing ability on Lothep. That's why.
Is he a healer?
Exactly.
He has a healing ability.
So then why is he getting a support?
He's a bear form. He has a taunt. He has.
In that context, your Shadow Priest is also a healer.
By your logic, yes.
By your logic,
no. That's your logic. Yes, it is your logic.
No, it's not.
You're reversing your logic.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're literally reversing your logic.
I'm legit not reversing my logic at all.
Only applies to Margram.
You guys are saying he's DPSing in tank spec, and that's the reason why it says he's a tank. You're saying
Yes,
he's not
because
tanky, right?
it makes more
That's
sense
what I'm
to
saying.
get
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that you're so by your logic, Lime's your Shadow Priest, right? On Loseth.
Limes, dude, lime.
Limbs, whatever his name is. I don't care what his name is.
No, it makes more sense to be a bear on Gothic because get this, you can get from point A to point B every 10 seconds so much quicker than a cat can.
That's not true at all.
Yes, it
You're
is.
wrong.
Dash
You're
is
wrong.
literally on a 5-minute cooldown. Even if you're spec'd into it, it's still a 3-minute cooldown and it only lasts for 20 seconds. What are you gonna do on that 3-minute downtime? Just
Dude,
run back and forth?
I want to see Margram go like full balls deep DPS on Gothic and see just how shit his damage is. I guarantee you, he's not gonna do anything. He wouldn't do enough damage for it to matter. So it's better that he's just sitting in bear form and being.
You know, instead, why don't we just look at the top parses on Gothic? Feral Druids. Let's see that.
You're right. We should compare the top Feral Druids to our hybrid Resto Druid.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's see that. You said he'll be doing bad damage. He could be doing good damage.
So more data that's irrelevant, right?
Exactly. It's super irrelevant.
Oh, it's nice. How do I see this?
You're adding more irrelevant information to already irrelevant information.
Classes, Druid, Feral.
Where am I? I'm on Gothic. Where's Margram?
Gothic. Let's see Gothic. Sorry, I gotta look at the hill. Boss Gothic. There he is. Okay, so the top performing Feral Druid without world buffs on Gothic did 321 DPS. Right?
Oh. On Gothic?
Yes, on Gothic.
Why is it Gothic showing up on Margram's? What?
It doesn't pop up if you search the name.
God
It's a DPS parse.
Let's go back.
Just go look at
If you switch it to tank instead of damage, it will show up there.
Yeah, I think
you registered as a tank on logs.
Okay, fine. No. Let's just use this one fight.
It's literally the only reason is because Gothic doesn't pop up for DPS classes. For anyone's. Like if you go look at yours, it's not gonna pop up.
I've never DPS.
If you look at Sciencer, it's not gonna pop up. DPS logs don't pop. Nope. DPS logs and Gothic don't pop up. Look at your.
My Gothic pops up on my healing bugs though.
Yeah, it pops up for healers. Go look at search up Sciencer right now and look at all the bosses on there. Gothic is on there. Because it doesn't. It's not fair because he spawns on live side instantly. So you could stick a rogue on that side and then pad his parses, or a warrior on that side.
I want to tell Ted to only go there.
But it doesn't really matter.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter, but that's the reason why they don't have it on there, because all the people on dead side would have bad parses compared to the people on live side. So it would just ruin your average parse.
So we all agree that he's not a tank.
No, that's not what I'm saying right now.
Because he's not a tank.
I think we're all agreed on that.
He is not a tank.
He is a tank.
He is a tank, but he is not tanking Gothic.
He's not even tank spec.
Yeah,
he is literally hybrid spec. Where if he needs to oh shit heal, he can. If he needs to oh shit press.
Why does that matter if he's a hybrid spec? So Kerr, one of our druid healers, is a hybrid spec, right?
Yes.
So what you're telling me is he's not healing because he's a hybrid spec.
No,
he can tank if he wants to. No, that's stupid.
What are you
I don't care if he's a hybrid spec. He's tanking or he's healing. If he decides, even if he's a hybrid spec and he's in tank gear, right? If he decides, I need to switch stance and start healing, he's not gonna do a very good job. He's not in healing gear. It doesn't matter about his spec. His healing numbers aren't gonna be hitting for very much. He's not gonna have enough mana to heal for very long. It doesn't matter. If you're spec that way at all. That's why he's wearing tank gear, because he's primarily tanking.
We also have enough healers for most fights, so it just makes sense for him to sit in
Oh my god.
Why would we add another healer when he could sit there and be a utility?
But that's what you guys are arguing. You're saying he's not a tank because he's a utility class, and the only reason why he's over there is because he can go, oh, let me get out of bear form and start healing. Like, no, that's not the reason why he's over there. His healing numbers aren't going to be good if he decides to start healing.
They don't need to be good.
It's not gonna make or break the kill.
He's not spec'd for peak performance in Naxxramas. He's spec'd for utility.
Yes, I know. He's spec'd for utility, but he's not. Even if he was spec'd into Resto, right? He's wearing tank gear.
Look at this right here. If you go into the top parses on Gothic,